Hey guys, before we get into the video, I just want to remind you to use code evolvejake in the Fortnite item shop. If you do this, Epic does pay me a percentage of the money that you spend in-game, so it's a way for you to support the channel, but buy things that you were already going to buy anyways. Also, if you want to watch me stream, there will be a link in the description to my Twitch channel. I stream every single day, so if you want to watch me live, click that link and hit follow. Other than that, hope you guys enjoy the video. In today's video, I'm going to go over what I think is the best loot spot in Chapter 2, Season 2. This spot has an insane amount of loot. It's really easy to loot, and you'll pretty much always leave with a heavy sniper and a scar if you choose to. The spot I'm talking about is the Grotto, and when this place was taken over by Shadow, they added heavy snipers to it, and then they also added the heavy assault rifle. And if you open the agency chests, which can be found in the vault and the various chests that you have to scan to open, you can often find heavy snipes, and purple or gold heavy ARs prevalently drop from it as well. The reason why the heavy AR is so beneficial is because you can easily convert this into a scar by side grading for 20 of each material, and there is actually a weapon bench at the grotto itself. So once you leave this location, unless it was already looted by an absurd amount of people, there will pretty much always be a heavy snipe and a scar if you choose to have it, or a heavy AR, whichever one you choose to use. Basically, you're going to have a really good AR and a sniper every single time. And the heavy sniper, I feel like everyone understands, is insanely powerful. Like, if you want to win or get a lot of kills in Chapter 2 Season 2, one of the most important weapons in the game is the heavy sniper. It's a free 150 damage on somebody if you body them, an insta-kill if you headshot them, and it can break any build in one shot, which makes it very good for getting in players' boxes or just putting pressure on people taking walls. There's so much value attached to the heavy sniper this season that getting it is just increases your odds of winning drastically. And then also the heavy AR turning into the scar, you'll have a good AR pretty much every time that you can laser people with, apply pressure with. You'll pretty much always have good loot from this location, which is really nice. A lot of people complain about RNG in Fortnite and talk about how it's so annoying that loot is random. But when you loot this location, you'll have a heavy snipe and a scar every single time. So your loot RNG, obviously you aren't guaranteeing yourself a good shotgun, but you'll have pretty good loot every single time you come from this location. Oftentimes you get shield from these agency chests as well, so you'll likely have shield once again. And you have several options. You could land here, but there's also several locations that I think you can land at, loot your location, and then go to Grotto and get your weapons and leave. I like to land at retail and then take the zip lines to Grotto. Sometimes I fight the person who is there. Sometimes they've already left. I would say a majority of the time I end up fighting them. What I like to do is go retail, take the power lines, take the wind tunnel down, cut the power if it hasn't already been destroyed. The reason why you want to destroy this generator and get rid of the power is because this gets rid of the turrets and it also gets rid of the cameras in the location. And I'm pretty sure if you get scanned by a camera, the henchmen are more aggressive on you, and everyone knows the henchmen hit like all of their shots. So being able to destroy the power just naturally through the way you come in is really beneficial. Then, like I said, sometimes you'll fight the person that's here, sometimes you won't. Either way, especially if you're playing solos, but I found often in squads as well, there's extra heavy snipes and there's extra heavy ARs which you can turn into scars. But like 100% of the time in solos, if you go to the vault, even if it's long looted, there's extra heavy snipes and there's extra heavy ARs. So if you go dirty docks, retail, the fishing house, maybe even steamy stacks, you can rotate to this location, especially in solos, and there will be heavy snipes every single time. If you think about it, if 5 people go there in solos and 4 of them die, that last guy is probably only taking 1 heavy snipe, you know? One thing I've also noticed with this location is a lot of times, especially if you're third partying it or whatever, the person who loots the vault often takes the hiding spot out and then launch pads afterwards. So you can often find the launch pad just placed right outside, but that also leaves the choppa on the helipad, which I feel like is often just left behind and ignored. So you have this helicopter often for the mobility that you need because this is an edge location. I said a lot of times when I go retail, I rotate here, but that's only if zone is close. If zone is really far away, I usually just go straight to zone after looting retail. But if zone is like relatively close to the grotto, I'll loot the grotto. Sometimes I'll have the helicopter, sometimes I won't. But if zone is close, it doesn't matter either way, you know? And if I've already looted retail and killed the people there, odds are I have a decent shotgun and a decent SMG, or you can just cut the SMG and take the Brutus minigun, whatever you want to do, which is, if you're able to get it, it's really, really good. But yeah, this loot is basically just like insurance for your RNG. You're always going to have a heavy snipe. You're always going to have a scar. And then plus whatever else you can find, odds are you're going to have a really good loadout. And that's what makes this spot, I think, one of the best locations in the game. If you choose to land here, it has all the value we were just talking about, but also a guaranteed launch pad from the vault. So you have all the loot. You have the Brutus minigun, the heavy snipe, the scars. You have the choppa and the guaranteed launch pad. I would recommend taking the choppa and then using the launch pad later, but you could do whatever you choose to do. Like I was saying before, you can go to other locations and then rotate to this location if you don't like dealing with the henchmen. This is what I often do when I'm playing squads with my Twitch subs, because a lot of them don't like dealing with the henchmen. So we go retail, which is like a normal location that pretty much everybody is comfortable looting. And then we rotate Grotto, get our heavy snipes, get the helicopter, and play from there. From my experience, this has been like a really good strategy for getting wins in Fortnite. So I wanted to share it with you all. I hope you found it useful. And if you did, please do remember to give it a like and subscribe if you would like to see more. Thanks for watching. I can't build it all here, fuck.
Nice.
Us v2. Campfire is being used over here.
Wait, do you need spaz?
I got one. Yeah, they're over on my mark over here. One's retreating. Tagged him, dead. I've thirsted him too, pretty much. He has like 1 HP or a few HP.
Other kid's on me.
Can you minigun in?
Yeah.
Nice, good job.
Let's go.